All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a really powerful book by Michael Fletcher called Master Your Money Mindset. We're going to unpack some of its biggest ideas and figure out why your financial life might not be, exactly where you want it to be. And the best part, we'll look at how you can actually start changing that, like today. So let's just jump right in with a question that probably hits close to home for a lot of us. Have you ever known someone who makes like a six-figure salary but is always broke? And then you see someone else maybe making half that, and they're somehow building real wealth. You just have to scratch your head and wonder, what is going on here? It's a real puzzle, right? Well, the book lays this out perfectly with a great example. So you got Marcus, he's pulling in 100 grand a year, got the nice car, the expensive clothes, but behind the scenes, he's living paycheck to paycheck, totally stressed about his credit card bills. And then you've got Jasmine. She's making $42,000 a year, but she's got a healthy emergency fund, she's investing, and she's actually on track to retire early. I mean, they're living in the same world, but their financial lives are universes apart. So what's the deal? And this gets to the absolute heart of the book, the biggest difference maker. It's not the salary, it's not what budgeting app you use or the hot stock tips you get. The real problem and the real solution is in the 6 inches between your ears. That space, your mindset, that's your financial operating system. And it's what's really running the show. Okay, let's dig into the problem itself. The book has this brilliant term for it. It's called your financial malware. Think of it like this invisible programming that's been dragging you down probably for years, and you might not even know it's there. Yeah, this concept of financial malware, it's kind of mind-blowing when you think about it. It's like these hidden scripts are just running on autopilot 24/7, deep in your mind. And where did they come from? They were pretty much installed when you were a kid, from all the things you heard people say and the things you saw. And the book's point is that this malware is actively messing with your financial life, and you're probably not even aware of it. So this malware, it basically runs on one of 2 operating systems. First, you've got the scarcity mindset. That's the one whispering, there's never enough. It makes you see the world as this big pie where if someone gets a slice, there's less for you. It's all driven by fear. Then you have the abundance mindset. This one says, hey, there's plenty to go around for everyone, and that includes me. It's a mindset that's always looking for opportunities and growth. Money doesn't grow on trees. We can't afford that. Rich people are greedy. I mean, do any of these ring a bell? I bet they do. We've all heard stuff like this. The book argues that these little phrases are the actual lines of code that install that financial malware. And you know what? This leads to a pretty huge realization. If you're struggling, a lot of it isn't even your fault. It's kind of like someone gave you a totally wrong map and then got mad at you for getting lost. All right, so we've talked a lot about the problem. Let's shift gears and talk about the solution. It's time to, run the antivirus, uninstall that malware, and upgrade your whole system to what the book calls a millionaire brain. This is how you start building a completely new financial foundation. So, what's the secret sauce for this millionaire brain? Well, it really boils down to one simple superpower: delayed gratification. People with a wealthy mindset, they are absolute masters of the not yet. They don't just see a price tag on something, they see what that money could become. They're more than willing to trade that quick hit of instant validation for something way bigger down the road. But you might be wondering, how do they actually stay so disciplined? It's not about willpower alone. It's about vision. They have this incredibly clear picture in their head of what their wealthy life is going to look like, what it's going to feel like. The freedom, the security, that sense of peace. That vision becomes their North Star. And honestly, it's way more exciting than any shiny new thing they could buy today. Okay, so you're working on upgrading your mindset. Awesome. But now what? This is where the rubber meets the road, where we connect that new way of thinking to actual real-world actions. And the book gives us a really simple but incredibly powerful formula for building that financial freedom. So it all stands on these 4 basic pillars. First, you gotta earn more. But that doesn't just mean working more hours. Second, spend wisely. This is about making sure your money is lined up with your real goals, not just what looks good on your Instagram feed. Third, invest consistently. This is how you get your money to start working for you. And last but not least, protect your wealth, because all it takes is one unexpected disaster to wipe out years of progress. And check this out. Here's a super simple tool to make this happen. It's called the 70-20-10 rule. So 70% of what you make is for your lifestyle right now. And yes, that absolutely includes having fun. Then 20% goes directly to future you. That's your savings, your investments. And this last part is key. 10% is for your own growth and for giving back. See, this isn't some miserable deprivation budget. It's actually a plan to live a full life now and later. Okay, so we've looked at the problem, we've looked at the solution. Now comes the most important part, actually doing something about it. This last piece is all about handing the pen over to you, so you can start writing your own financial story. And the book gives you a really clear 4-step process to do this. Step 1, identify. The second that limiting thought pops into your head, you gotta catch it. Step 2, trace it back. Ask yourself, wait a minute, where did I even learn this from? Step 3, replace it. You have to consciously swap it out with a new empowering belief. And finally, step 4, act. Do one small thing, one abundant action every single day to prove that new belief to yourself. And this really is the most important takeaway of all. Your time, that's the one asset you can never get more of, ever. So don't sit around waiting for the perfect time to start or for wealth to just magically show up. The power to create it is in your hands right now, starting with whatever you have today. So let's bring this all home. You are the one in the driver's seat. You're the author here. So the only real question left to ask is, what are you going to write as the first line of your next chapter? If you're feeling inspired and you're ready to really dig in and rewrite your own money story, you can grab the complete guide. It's Master Your Money Mindset by Michael Fletcher, and it's available right now on Amazon. And hey, for all you listeners out there, it's also coming soon to audible.com, and it's going to be narrated by the fantastic Tom Brooks. Thanks so much for joining us on The Explainer.